the Ghetto Classic has been a really empowering institution for me, especially because in Korogocho, we have got lots and lots of criminals. I know most of you, if you are to go there, I know you will hire a group of G4S and then go there because the area is not a well-off area. And I took the advantage of Ghetto Classic as a way of relieving myself from the crimes that are happening in Korogocho.
You needed to hear it from the people who have benefited from the partnership with Safaricom. And they've been able to do that because the money that you give to us as Art of Music, we've been able to invest in instruments, some of which are before you today. We have had more lessons. There's been a lot of progress, tremendous progress. And there are people who have visited Korogocho 6-7 years ago that can attest to the progress that they have seen and the change that they have seen. We are now teaching, wait for it, 600. And our target, as I was informed this morning by Elizabeth, is 650.
Because I'm always get inspired by people who can do things that I can't. And I was trying to learn to play drums for maybe 1 year until the teacher came to my mom and said, look for him for other future. It makes a lot of noise, and if you don't do it correctly. Secondly, I can tell you as a parent, I wish I could make my children play some instruments. So it's Roxanne and I are sharing 4 boys experience. So I'm not sure about your kids, but with my kids, the 2 of them are your age. It's always very difficult or impossible to make them play instruments.
So we started to plan the jazz, and then we thought, well, so we don't really need the money from the gate. What can we do with it? And one of the team members said, I think we should work with the Ghetto Classics kids. The story is not about jazz anymore. It's not about Edward and you guys. It's not about us anymore. It is about these kids. These kids have inspired. When I was growing up, I didn't believe that I would be able to hang out with Kirk Whalum and Gerald Albright and Salif Keita. And every time these names pop up, I go, wow, really? And Branford Marsalis and Richard Bona. And and the names go on.
Every time I stand here, I don't know what I'm going to say, so just roll with me. I like to think that life is music and music is life. And without music, there's no life. Thank you.
Okay. So I don't know, Bob didn't talk about the fact that we do raise the money, and the money does go to supporting the work of Ghetto Classics. So we do have a check to give. We've been able to give, correct me if I'm wrong, Zahida, over the last 2 years, 12 million. That's 2014 and 2015. And so this year we are able to give a check of 7.1 million towards the work of Ghetto Classics, and it's because of you.
The challenge is faced is the conditions that some of the children are living in. These are not kids who go home from school and then do their homework and then do their practice. These are kids who go to school, they then go on the dump sites, they don't have to hustle. I talked earlier about Joshua, who was working on a construction site at the weekend so he can pay for his schooling. Now he's at Strathmore University. So the challenges are not challenges that we face. The challenges that are faced by the children.